Well, hello, it's Karen Bartholomew, and I am bringing you a special topic today. I have been doing a lot of trainings in different real estate offices and actually with my team and some other people in other industries about time management. Time management is really key, and being organized with your day and making sure it flows correctly and you're getting the best productive, effective time possible during that 8-hour day is really important. So I'm Karen. I work for Summit Funding, and I'm in the core training. And what that means is I actually have a coach every month, and I'm held accountable to certain metrics and measurements, things that I can attain, and time blocking and different kind of classes, which actually I can turn around then and bring those to you. Very valuable stuff, and I love helping people grow their businesses and grow themselves personally and professionally. So let me just get started a little bit because we're just going to be together for a little bit of time here. And I thank you for those of you that called in and those of you are watching. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please go ahead and hit the chat and I can see those. And then also I'll take you off mute at the very end. So let's get started. So basically, time management, wow. I remember a time when I didn't even know what that was. And I actually was just running like a crazy person, like a little fire hose, putting this out. Everybody was interrupting me. I literally felt like at the end of the day, I was exhausted and I don't even feel like I got a lot done. So what I learned was that if we just take our day and structure it so that we're taking care of ourselves and then our businesses and yada, yada, it actually flows really good. And I actually can get out of my office at 5:30 and feel really good knowing that I did the best that I could today. I helped lots of people and gave a lot back, brought a lot of value to people, and in turn, that helped me as well, professionally and personally. So let's get started. So anyway, I want to show you what time blocking looks like. So I'm going to share my screen with you for a moment. And let's go to what a simple work looks like. So you're going to be looking at the screen and it basically says, is it really this simple? Yes, it is really this simple. However, it takes a lot to get this in place and stick to it. So what you're looking at right now is actually a simple week, Monday through Friday. It does not include weekends right now, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. You're looking at a Monday through Friday calendar actually for a realtor, okay? So we do a lot of trainings like this for realtors out in the community to help them time management better. And so you're looking at something that is all color-coded. It's pretty filled in. You got some white spots in there, but white spots just means time that can be taken by doing more of something already in your calendar or filling it in with other things. So when you look at this, it looks pretty simple. And wouldn't it be great if we could stick to this plan every day, right? So what I'm going to show you now is my calendar, okay? So let me show you what mine looks like. So this is all color-coded, and it's taken me a long time to get it really down, really great. And so what you're looking at is you're going to see, obviously, I just had my last high schooler graduated from high school last Friday. And so you see she's in Disneyland this week, and that's her color. And then I have my birthday programs in here, which is at the top as an all-day event of the people that I need to call and send birthday gifts to this week. And then you're also going to see in my calendar here, we start our team meeting at 8:30. I have different things in here, different color coordinated. Green time is my prospecting time out with people, face-to-face appointments. Blue time is all my phone calls to actually set those appointments up. So that's actually all prospecting time. I have signings in here. I have loan appointments in here. It's pretty darn full. You see that, okay? And then I also have my gym time in here as well. And I also have some open spaces in here to fill up loan appointments. I am actually, for the first time in about, I don't even know how long, a year, I am actually taking off this Friday. Have a girls' day with one of my friends that's coming into town from San Diego. So that's in there as well. And somebody else is running my team, which is my LP2 is running the team meeting, which is why it's in a different color, okay? And you'll see that I have some open houses this weekend and all that good stuff. So it's pretty full and very colorful. And also, this gets printed out every night before the end of the day by my assistant, and she puts it on my desk so I can see it, what I'm doing the next day. And then it's also print it out again in the morning for our team meeting. So if I have to make any changes, we get to go over all that. So you can see that I'm pretty full, and I am a busy lady during the working hours, which it should be productive and very effective in my time. So what I am going to look at now for you is I would like you to look at this calendar. Let me take mine off. And so this calendar is empty, which yours would be as well. And so what we're going to talk about is actually filling up this calendar. So if you have Outlook open, you can follow along. You can just take notes, and you can call me and we can go over it together later, because this is a very condensed class just to talk about what this looks like. So what we're going to talk about first is we always want to take care of ourselves first, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, how can we really take care of other people, right? I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen for a moment. Okay. So we need to put in our calendar first, us time. So in the morning, before you get to work, what are the things that you do for yourself? Like for me, I wake up at 6. I take care of my dogs and do all that stuff from about 6 to 6:20. And then I get my coffee and I actually go ahead and I meditate for a while, about 10 minutes. And then I actually sit down and I actually get into one of my devotional books. So I have my Oprah devotional book. Her new book's amazing, just for a quick, 15 minutes, just to get you pumped up for the day. Of course, for me, specifically me, I have my Bible. So I have my devotional Bible stuff that I just read, a little simple quote that I can get charged. Other things I do on my way to work, I actually listen to the same song every morning just to get myself moving, right? And so I have a 5-minute ride to work. And then also once I get here, then I'm ready to go. So what are the things that you do in the morning? Maybe you go to the gym in the morning. You're going to want to put those in. So if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to want to put those in on Monday, the time that you do it, and Wednesday and Friday, right? So if you go to the gym at night, I go to the gym at night, so I put those in at night. And so the things that I take care of myself. Some people I know and I've heard of take little power naps during the day, like for 10 minutes just to lay on the ground and just kind of get recharged. If that's what you do, put it in your calendar, because if you don't put it in your calendar, it's not going to happen. And then after you think about yourself, we want to talk about family. You want to put your family things in there. Like, do you guys have a reoccurring, do your kids go to soccer or football, or what do your kids do that are reoccurring that you have to make sure you're there for? You pick them up from school. You want to make sure you have travel time in there, and then what the event is, okay? So you're going to want to put your family stuff in there. If you guys have dinner, 3 times a night because you're working a couple late nights or whatever that is during the week, put that stuff in there. If if Sunday's your day off and you do open houses as a realtor on Saturday, put Sunday off. Literally put it all off. So you know that that is not available for appointments, okay? So we're going to put our family stuff in there next. Then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to put in, now we're looking at the work day. So what time do you get in at work, right? I get in at 8 o'clock, sometimes even earlier. My team shows up at 8, so I'm typically here before they are. And then so what happens is I'm here at 8, and then I prepare my day, and then at 8:30 we have a team meeting. So everyone is in their butts and seats here in the conference room at 8:30 sharp. When we have our team meeting, typically sometimes it goes till 9. And so that team meeting is in my calendar every day across the board, okay? Then after that, what else happens in your day? Do you have sales meetings that you have on Tuesdays at 11 to 12? What are those reoccurring things that have to happen in your business that happen every week? We want to put those things in there as then, okay? And then after that, you're going to be looking at your prospecting. So face-to-face appointments, right? We want to make sure that you're making sales calls, okay? That you are making at least 1 hour of a power hour every week. And I'm going to actually tell you and give you a cheat sheet on who to call if you're a realtor. If you're not a realtor, then obviously just make this for your business, okay? But we need to be calling on people, making sure that we're talking to them on a regular basis and that we're actually setting appointments up and seeing them and having coffee with them and just touching base and making sure and actually seeing what they need, how we can bring value to their business, and who can we help this week. So we have different people that we call every day, and that's called a power hour. And so what you want to do is you want to block out a power hour. So my block time for power hour is actually from 10 to 12, 10 to 11 if I'm really full with appointments, but it's always at least an hour. Okay. So you want to put that in there. All right. And then you also want to put, if you're farming, all the things that you do in your business. So if I were you, I would actually just take a piece of paper and write down all the things that you would do in a week in your business. And then that way you can start plugging them in the different spots. Okay. So I know for realtors, they have farming, they have marketing that they do. They have, their sales meetings, they have their listing appointments, they have their buyer showings, they have some admin work that they need to do. Let's see, what else do they have? I mean, there's just so many things that they do in a day. They have marketing meetings, they have broker tours, they have open houses. So we want to make sure that we write all those down, and then we want to plug them into the day. So we're, having the most productive time that we can. And then what happens after that, then you put in your marketing time. So if you know you have open houses on the weekend, you might want to have your marketing day on Thursday afternoon to get all your marketing together, make sure it's all ready to walk out the door, put in your car Friday. So you really don't have to go back to the office on Saturday prior to your open house. You want to make sure that you're prepared and ready. So if that's a great day for you to do marketing for 3 hours, then plug it in your calendar. And then after that, you want to make sure that you have all your working on your business. So there's just things we need to do to work on our business. For me, I have a coaching call every 2 weeks, and I have to do a certain amount of forms and homework, and I have to set time aside to make sure that I get it done. I do a personal budget every month, a P&L every month, I do a lead tracker, all those things. And so all my sales activities, I got to turn it in, so I need to spend time to make sure that my forms are properly put together and that they're accurate. So there's time to work on business. So whatever that is for you. You also want to put training in there. If you go to trainings or if you have a team that you actually are training, you want to make sure that you're training them. There's all these different things. Before you know it, your calendar is filled up and then you got some white space. Okay. So again, let me show you, let me share my screen with you to show you how it looks and how you can see some white space. So there you have it. You see that this time blocking calendar looks like they have, their team meetings in the morning, and then they got some, don't forget email times, put them in there. So right after my team email, I actually have all the emails come to my team email from the night before, after we left up till the morning, and they get printed out and given to me. Some things get given out and delegated to other people, and the things that I need to tend to get given to me. And so I actually take care of those right after the team meeting and return any phone calls that I need to take. And then after that, you'll see the calls. So this is all prospecting time, and this person actually has it green time because it is definitely green time, right? So it's all the prospecting calls, to make those appointments, to set up some lunch appointments. You see some coffee appointments in here. You see some buyer showings and listing presentations. There's places. So the reason why you do this also is because if you get someone, you make a phone call and they want to have a listing presentation, you get to actually say to them, looking at this time blocking, yeah, I would love to do that. I actually have Tuesday, I have 12 o'clock and 1:30 and 3 o'clock available, or I also have da-da-da available, because you're looking at this. And they'll pick which one will work for you. So this way, you're controlling your time, not other people telling you what's available to them, and then you trying to shove it in your calendar and making your craziness. You want to make sure that you're controlling your own time, okay, and your own business. So if you give them 3 options, they will definitely choose one, okay? So anyway, so look at this, and, I see there's a really dark green one in there, or a light green one in there that says client coffees at night. So someone's scheduling them all out for literally from 3 to 5. So what that looks like is go to a coffee house, make all those appointments in the morning, and schedule them just every 30 minutes at the same coffee house. And one person's leaving, one person's coming, you just stay right there. You'll be coffeeed up for the evening. That might be your date night too with your significant other. So you stay up late. But anyway, so that's what that looks like. So when we talk about the phone calls that you're going to be making, there's actually, as for realtors, there's actually theme days, right? So I'm going to give you an example of what those are. And then also, if you're interested, please email me. My email address is Bartholomew, BARTHOLOMEW @summitfunding.net. Go ahead and email me or call the office here at 925-443-2000, and I can send you all this information and talk to you a little bit more too about any questions that you might have. So we have there's theme days for realtors. And so basically on Mondays, you call certain people, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And if you stick to the schedule and you're actually writing the stuff down, right? And, finding out how you can help them, you can be a connector, and then ask them if there's anything who you can help, right? Like that's how we actually do business, right? Reciprocal, bring value, the trust happens, all that good. You're seeing people, you're getting deeper relationships, and all that happens, and all of a sudden your business will blow up. So we can talk about that a little bit more also, because I want to stick to my time. I only have a few more minutes left here. So the time blocking is just really, really important. It will save you. I just actually did a class for a real estate office in Walnut Creek last Friday. And there was a couple of people that were in the office but weren't going to be coming because they're actually on the builder side. And I just had invited them into the room, and they actually came into the class. One of the ladies actually, I could see her really loving what was happening and really just having some ahas. And so she sent me an email later and said, I had no idea how out of control my week was. And it's time for me to take the wheel back. That was an amazing testimony to just bringing somebody some value that she was like, wow, I'm doing it all wrong, right? And it's just a little bit of this that can get her back on track where she can really see what's going on in her job. And she has 2 different jobs. And so that's even more complicated, right? She's just running in tons of circles and kind of really hone in and get this, really, written down and secure where she can print this out every day and really see what's happening. The other thing is a lot of people use their phone for their calendars. I will tell you that the reason why we actually print it out in color, I take it with me because I can take it in the car. I can put it on a folder. I can take it in the car. And if someone calls me, I can write it down. If someone's calling me, and I'm having to look at my calendar and driving, of course, that's not safe at all. It's just crazy, right? And so it's really great to have that with you so you can always see what's going on at a really quick glance without having to get into your calendar, right? So all kinds of tips and tricks. So listen, if this is something you're interested in, and I would say that everybody should be interested in it to make their life a little easier, give me a call. I would love to sit down with you one-on-one or with a group of people here in the office, and we'll just have some fun and knock this out. And you'll have your week at a glance done in literally about an hour. So anyway, make it a great day, and thank you for joining. See you later. Bye.